Like, look at it. Oh, God. It just stares at you, doesn't it? What is it? What does it even do? Seriously, does someone know? Someone has to know. What the heck does this spike on the back of my neck do? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful, nightmarish world of Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, featuring your favorite Vitamin DGR. You know, the voice you can't ever forget. We're back at it again. For those that want a recap of the episode, oh yeah, you're probably wondering, okay, you can slow down a bit. No, I'm super excited. I'm hyped up right now. But okay, you're right. I should probably calm down, right? Okay. Zen meditation focus. I'm calm. I'm chill. I am Zen. For those that want to recap a lot, ooh, let me move this mic a little bit closer. Sorry, you're gonna hear a little uncomfortableness. I'm sorry. For those that want to recap the last episode, I think we've pretty much explored all there is to know about this Bondo shrine place. And now we've made our way to the very inner sanctum, where the Lord, the one who resides overpowerful of all of us, lies behind. There's a reason I'm turning the camera on this. I want to say a couple of things before I get started with this. First off, I don't know if this will be, because this is a game that came out many a year ago. But I'm thinking about it the same way I would think about, like, if I were to do other games like, say, Persona or something. From here on forward, you might notice there may be some potential spoiler warnings in the description. Obviously, there will be one in this, because I don't know if people want to know more about it. I did in the last episode as well, but from here on out, in case this is something, spoiler warning for those that care. If you are invested in this game, and you don't care too much, then by all means, you can ignore it and just keep watching, and I'm thoroughly grateful. But if you do have an interest in this game and you don't want to know what's capable or what's going to happen or any of that jazz, then I urge you not to watch any further and get your hands on this game. It's not like expensive or anything. You should be able to get it at your local game store or what's around here? EB Games, GameStop, FYE, any place that sells video games. Amazon. You can also get it on your PlayStation store or Switch store, whatever you watch this on. But yeah, I want to say that just in case there are people that do care. I do not wish to spoil. I've not been told otherwise. I just figured it was best to be preemptive about this. Secondly, if you do appreciate this content, if you stuck with me, as this is now part 42, if you stuck with me this whole run, first off, I can't even express how grateful I am. I'm an Atlas fanboy, so I like playing games like this, and I hope I'm entertaining to you guys. But if you guys really are entertained, I would greatly appreciate a follow on my Twitch, or a subscribe on YouTube. That way you guys can get notifications about these videos, so that way I can see if I can do more of these things. I can get more of a good vibe about maybe you guys like this game. I mean, definitely compared to all my other playthroughs, you guys really like my Nocturne series. And I'm grateful, because it is definitely, of the series I'm doing currently, my favorite one. Even if it has had some... hiccups along the way. Yeah. Let's go with that. Plus, I do want to get noticed. So, I want to be able to have niche games like this, reach a bigger audience. That's my goal. So, by all means, if you want to support this, if you want to be entertained more, or if you really want to know why I have the moniker of the voice you can't ever forget, then by all means, like I said, you could follow me on Twitch under the handle of VitaminDGR, or you could subscribe to me on my YouTube, both under the same name. In the right place, you see the loaf of dog. Alright, that's pretty much all my stuff, so let's do this. We fought the 4, we fought Bishamonten, we fought Jikokuten. Apparently one guy has to get in my way just before I have to do it. I literally just turned around. Ow! That's so annoying. I just turned around. Okay, you know what? I know I said this was my favorite of the series, but you're really kind of stressing that love, huh? Love is funny. I can't believe this. I admit, you be taking a step or two, I appreciate it, or I understand there'll be enemies at me. I turned around, and enemies came at me. Can't be afford to waste my energy. I'm about to fight a boss. And I don't even know how powerful it is, but... Alright, now I gotta waste items to heal you. You know what? I'm in a good mood. Here's a chocolate drop for you. Alright, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Alright, if there's any deity in this world that's kind to me, they'll be good for me. Will you open the door? Yes. Are you sure you wish to open the door? Yes. Are you truly that foolish enough to open the door? Yes, dude. I'm gonna open it. Oh, that's bright. Hello? Anybody here?
Who does awaken me from my slumber?
Whoa, hold on. His voice is epically cool. Who doth awaken me from my slumber? Me, Naoki, aka Vitamin. Oh, he's so cool. God, he's so cool. If it wasn't obvious, he's one of my favorite of all Mega 10 demons. Not my favorite, but he's up there too.
So, thou art the demon who came from afar.
Man, his voice is so chill and awesome. He kind of sounds similar to Futomimi, but like... I don't think that's his voice, but he does sound similar to him, huh?
I am Taira no Masakado, the guardian of Tokyo for the last 1,000 years.
You haven't really done much of a good job guarding this time, huh?
Thou art the demi-fiend, art thou not?
I have a name.
The king of chaos, who hath gained the powers of demons despite being human. Demi-fiend.
Naoki, just say the name once.
Why hast thou come this far to see me?
I want your katana? I just felt like it. I want your power. I want your treasure. I'm gonna be very honest. I really just kind of felt like it. I think this whole playthrough, I'm just kind of like just doing this just because I can. I just kind of felt like it.
I see. Thou hast defeated the 4 heavenly kings out of sport. Most exceptional.
Cool. We could go with that.
Let me ask thee a question. Wilt thou bring peace to Tokyo?
So, here's where I'm conflicted. I know completely I would say yeah, because I would totally do it, but since I'm doing this whole demon thing, would that technically be a no? I'm pretty sure saying no would be a bad idea. I do honestly say yes, so I hope he's not going to be like, you are lying. I can tell by the demonic power within your heart. You are evil. Yes, you will corrupt Tokyo and lead it to its destruction. You cannot be trusted. Let's go for it.
Then I shall lend thee my power.
You obtained the Magatama Masakados. Wait, there's another Magatama?
Farewell. Be it a new world, it is still Tokyo. Thou art the new guardian of the land.
Magatama Collector. I got a trophy called Magatama Collector. Oh, that's literally every Magatama. There was a secret Magatama? Ah, there is one here. Magatama that holds ultimate power. Knows everything except Almighty? Whoa ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Oh! Oh dear, that's interesting. Wow. Wait, so I don't have to fight this dude? Really? That really is... Wow. Knows everything except Almighty. So basically, I don't have to worry about a thing in this game unless they freaking do Megadolons or something on me. And that makes me think, is there any need to use, like, fire now? Oh god, that's so crazy. I'm actually speechless. But now here's the other thing I'm thinking. Do I not have to fight him? I kind of thought I'd have to.
I look forward to thy world, Conqueror. May you prove victorious in your war for peace. Now go, Demi-Fiend.
Really? So I just keep this, huh? There's no ifs, ands, or buts, no catches? I'm a little confused. Here's my mentality. I fought the 4 Heavenly Kings, yeah? I was expecting, like, I'd have to fight Masakado. And he was just like, oh, well, alright, I trust you. Here you go. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a separate save. I'm gonna get out of here, for sure. I'm gonna save the game. Because here's what I'm conflicted on. Why do I feel like that's... I don't know. I feel a little, like, lackluster. I think that's the word to say it. Like, I feel like I could have fought him and maybe I just didn't. Maybe I can. I don't know. But I'm not going to know by just standing around. Also, wait. Now that I think about it. Let me see this Magatama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Will I be able to even... Actually, now that I think about it, if my max level in this game is... again, I'm assuming it's 99. Will I really be able to even get all the skills in this? I won't, right? I think I'll be stuck. So it's either I find out what Kailash does, or use... Well, I'm definitely going to use freaking... Masakatos, for sure. Knows everything except Almighty, and plus 10 to everything. My god. Alright, yeah. That definitely feels pretty dang almighty to me. Oh, I was hoping you'd shoot on me. It means I'm really not scared of anything this game has to throw at me, huh? Yeah, I'm not scared of anything. I can just go ham. That's awesome. Secret freaking Magatama, huh? You got me, game. You got me. Even at this part of the stage. Not done yet. But I'm about to be, once I think you're gone. Oh, you're still holding in there, huh? Like, why would I ever use any other Magatama?
You defeated the 4 Heavenly Kings and met Lord Masakato. Well, that's just crazy.
I've been told as much. Let me out of here. Knows everything except All Might. I can't believe this Magatama, man. What's up, bird?
Man, if only it worked. Oh well, anyway.
You know what? Now it's starting to feel like that, version. I do kind of want to know what, like... Okay, so here's my understanding, y'all. So you get an understanding on this. It's like several skills in this, and I don't know if my max cap in this game is 99. If that's the case, I'm not going to max out all these. This sucks. But a part of me is like thinking, I do have Kailash. I do want to see what Kailash does. Here's what I'm going to do. First off, I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to reload a different save file and see if it does anything differently. But what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and max out Kailash, because unless Masakato's brings me like some crazy uber skill, I can't really see anything good about it except for the know everything and the plus 10 and everything. Well, for starters, I do want to save so I don't lose out on it. Because this is freaking amazing. It'd be better if I could absorb stuff, but I'll take what I can get. Block everything. Leading beggars cannot be choosers. I wonder if that's broken. Now I think about it, because that means unless it's almighty, there's really nothing in this game that'll be able to hurt me, right? Like, I shouldn't have to worry about, like, instant death. I shouldn't have to worry about really anything. So let me make a separate save. Okay. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna load the earlier save. And see if that does anything differently. This is just before, right? I don't think I've done really anything. Alright, I guess we'll find out. I don't know. I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound disappointed. But, you know, like, I'm fighting this. This is a secret area. I had to pull a lot of teeth just to get here. And at the end, I'm like, alright, here we go. Let's do this, like, epic fight. And it's like, you know what? Nah, we'll just give you this Bagatama. I'm like, oh. That's cool, I guess. Do I fight you? Or he's like, no. You're good. I'm like, okay. Actually, another thing is, can I make Masakato in this game? I don't know if I can. And if I'm wasting time, I do apologize. But hey, better know than not know, right?
You see the grave of Masakato. The Lord's sword begun to shine.
You're surrounded by bright... Yeah, we already know at this point, dude. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I basically saved the game right before I got to him. And here's the other reason why I'm thinking about it. Well, I guess I didn't really find out yet, because I just haven't done it yet. But all the demons I fought so far... I mean, heck, I made Sakahagi, and I just said his name, Futomimi. I'm wondering, can I also make a... Oh, here's nice. Can I also make Masakato? Because that'd be awesome if I could. I'll just try a different choice. I don't know if it's the right choice or wrong. Oh my god, that changed so quickly. Who died? Oh, Gabriel? Oh, fun. Thanks. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm gonna think you're gone. Sucks to be you. I'm playing on. Let me summon Gabriel back. Oops. Party summon. Gabes. Is this the right way? Yeah. I gotta go down here. I'm stuck on the lip. Okay. No. Go before an enemy comes at me. Go before an enemy comes at me. Oh, thank God. Ugh.
Who doth awaken me from my slumber?
Maybe me.
So, thou art the demon who came from afar.
How peculiar. I feel like I've just met you not too long ago. You are the demi-fiend, are you not?
I am Taira no Masakato, the guardian of Tokyo for the last 1,000 years.
Indeed.
Thou art the demi-fiend, art thou not?
Just my name once.
The king of chaos, who hath gained the powers of demons despite being human.
Mm-hmm.
Demi-fiend, why hast thou come this far to see me?
So what should I say? Because I don't know if I can fight him, so... What if I say things he doesn't like? Like, he's a protector, right? So maybe I should do things that he doesn't like. So I'll say, I want your power.
So, thou hast come for mine assistance. But thy Tokyo is a Tokyo my light cannot reach.
Huh?
I cannot set foot in thy world.
Oh, you can't?
Let me ask thee a question. Wilt thou bring peace to Tokyo?
Okay, for the sake of it, let's say no.
I see.
Oh, okay, that's it. I feel like if I say yes, okay, well, gotta do science. I'm not gonna be upset if it turns out this is nothing, but I kind of want to fight Masakado. I got this weird desire to, and I can't explain why. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe he'll have different dialogue. Like, ah, you're back.
Let me ask thee a question. Wilt thou bring peace to Tokyo?
Okay, so saying no, and I just left, so... Wait, won't that just still do the same thing like last time and give me the Magatama?
I shall lend thee my power.
Yeah, it still does the Magatama. Oh, I guess I can't fight him?
Farewell. Be it a new world, it is still Tokyo. Thou art the new guardian of the land.
Yeah, I guess, Huh. Well, that's a little... You know what? It's fine. Honestly, let's think about it. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to, like, having to fight every major thing in this game. I'm just gonna load the earlier save. Bear with me, y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna load the earlier save there. But, yeah, maybe it's just because I'm so used to, like, how this game's been so far, that just coming out of nowhere and being like, hey, this super powerful guy, you're not gonna have to fight him. Then again, he did say he can't set foot in our worlds. Maybe that's something that's limiting him from being here. Well, oh well. In any case, I'm just gonna use your Magatama. I'm still gonna work on Kailash. Kailash. I think it's called Kailash. But this is definitely gonna be the one where if I'm not close to leveling up, I'm just gonna use that, because that's crazy. That is so crazy. Well, alright, well, there you go. There's the Bondo Shrine. Hopefully somebody in the comment section will tell me if I missed something. But you know what? I did the other choices. I mean, the only other thing that was left was to say, I'll take your treasure. But he'll probably be like, very well, and then still give me the Magatama, so... I'm gonna assume that maybe I'm not meant to fight him. Will thou bring peace to Tokyo? Technically Tokyo's gone. I see. Then allow me to reward you for your efforts. Okay. Alright, first thing I do is, heal up. Well, or one dude will get in my way. Well, what am I kidding? It's not like I can't die from you guys, so... What I got to worry about? Do it, buddy. Okay, I know I can't use... Oh wait, can I not? I don't think I can use electricity. However, I can use it on Mott, though. Ah, that's annoying. What is your longer weak to? I don't remember. Is that a fire or maybe force? I'm just gonna use this. Oh, might as well heal you. That's right, coward. You better run. Oh, there you are. What's I say? Where's the healing? Actually, do I even need to spend money on the healing woman? I don't even think I need to. So what I do want to do, since I'm here, I want to buy a cheap demon and do some fusion. Also, maybe Old Man Mino might say something like, ah, you have procured all the Magatama. Very nice.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows,
okay.
where demons gather.
Maybe if I talk to you. I have all the Magatama. Nothing? I don't even see like a... Okay,
All right.
whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna just buy a random cheap demon. This is because, like I said, I do have to do a fusion episode. It's just kind of my thing. So I'm just gonna buy a really random one. Wait. Oh. Where's Fudomimi? What would Fudomimi be classified as? Yes, I think I have Fudomimi, right? I don't really know what Fudomimi's class would be. Screw it. I don't need to waste that much money on it. Let's buy you.
Sure? Oh, all right.
Okay, this is just for the sake of saying I had a fusion this episode. Let's give you Liftoma, and let's give you Kinspeed.
Are you sure?
Alright, folks, here you go. One episode, one fusion episode. I like to be a man of my word. Alright. I can't get over this. Just instant beats everything, man. I can't get over this Masakado one, man. I just can't let it go. Knows everything. Although at this point, what else is there to worry about except for probably like whatever's left in the tower, right? There's really no one else I really want to make. Do I have Tao T?
All right. Oh.
Tao T would be up here. Yeah, I already have Tao T. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Also, where am I committing at? 78%. Man, there's like 22% of the demons I haven't made. Really? Oh man, I got close, all things considered. There's probably like a couple of like secret demons. Oh well.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm gonna... I think I've said this before in earlier episodes. Unlike what I'm probably gonna do for like SMT 5 or Persona or anything, I'm not gonna go super ham with this one. I mean, we'll see. Maybe if there's like a good NG+, I might consider it, but I don't know. Normally I would go for a compendium completion, and people are like, you're just talking about a game vitamin. Oh, don't worry. When I do Persona and SMT 5, I'll gladly show you guys. But Nocturne's a whole different element. Nope, I guess we'll just move on. Never mind. Which way do we go? I guess we just go up, huh? Yeah, because I fought Thor. What? Got pretty far up. We're all taking a rest now. A rest. Yeah. Yeah, a couple episodes ago I beat the hammer demon there. It was Thor. He's like, ah, so you are indeed strong. Yeah, I'm not bothering with Lilith. I could try, but no, I don't care anymore. I learned my lesson. Alright, so 2 steps. Fine, I'll just do it again. Blow him up. Wow, wow. Alright, up I go. Alright, what's up, dude?
I saw Kakatsuchi from the path straight up north. Humph. Goddamn arrogant disco ball. Lady Chiaki is much more elegant than you.
Wait, disco ball? Arrogant disco ball. I gotta remember that one. That one's funny. Let's do some exploring. Alright, what's in here? Oh, no. I guess I don't have it. Oh, darn it. Well, at least have a light ball. Got a dark thing going on here. Okay, there's the platform that way. Oh. Well, I guess it's a good thing I just made this Archangel have lithoma, huh? At this point, do your worst, guys. You cannot beat me. Actually, Mott does know Megadolon. I think about it. I could see how this game could be broken. Oh. What? Where am I? Oh. I'm near a save room. Okay. Well, short barrel. I shouldn't save with low health. Hold on. The fool's errand. Okay, now I can save. Alright, let's keep grooving. Well, I wanted to, but... Hey, you guys! Oh, wait. Oh no, what is Mata's thing? I don't think I can physically punch a Mata. I feel like I can't. Something in my mind is like sticking with me saying, don't use Deadly Fury. Don't use Deadly Fury, so I'm not going to. I'm just gonna Mega Dolo and hope for the best. Still cooking, huh? Alright. Alright, you're done. Electricity works. Yep, that'll do. I think I have Lipdoma still on. Yes, I do. Ah! And the encounter rate. Also, something just popped in my mind. They said... Oh, never mind. Can't do that. Forget you. They said Kagutsuchi's up ahead, which means we're getting close to the penultimate moment. You. I need energy. Gimme. Oh man, if only that did anything. Shame. So you gotta put your back into it like I did. Then you'll be able to do some damage. Okay. That just takes me back that way. That'll loop me around. Okay, that was useless. Okay, so let's go... That warps me, that takes me up, so I want to map out the area like I figured. Otherwise my curiosity would be burning me a new one. Let's go right this time. Let's go up. Hello? Oh, okay. Whoa! Hey, got a full house, huh? Alright. Let's reduce the numbers a bit.
Go to.
Now stab him. Thank you. Oh, Gabriel's done. Alright, what's Radiance? High light damage to all foes, huh? I don't really use her for offense as much, so I'm actually gonna degrade the electric. Let's try Radiance. Don't really use her for as much. Also, it's occurred to me, I'm about to level this up. Maybe I should switch Magatama. I mean, I am curious. I'm very curious about what those other ones are, but if it is at 99, my level cap, I'm just gonna stick with Kailash. I gotta at least finish it. It's only fair. I got it first. Maybe I can save it for like New Game Plus. Let's see. Oh boy, 3 doors, eh? Wait, hold on. Walk past something. Staircase up. And 2 doors. I'm gonna choose this one. Oh, you can't back out that way. Oh, I don't like this. The fact that they have so many of these things here makes me think I'm gonna fall at some point. Hey everybody. What's up?
Go, Rhino! Ha!
Man. Can I use electricity on Queen Mob? I don't remember. So I'm gonna try light. Oh, you block light. Alright, well now I know. Ow. Oh, that's annoying. Well, time to get rid of you for sure. Oh, no, not that. I don't know, I'm feeling a little nostalgic, y'all. Like, 42 episodes I've done with this, including this one, of course. We came a pretty good way, all things considered. I mean, we got the Pixie done, we felt how many of these guys, and you guys supported me this whole run, so I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys for sticking with me. And I hope you'll stick with me to the very end. Even if I lose my stack and just go completely mental, because Lord knows this game's gonna throw some nonsense at me. Ugh, see? For example, I don't know where the heck I'm going. Who knows if that's the right way or not? I'm going here. Ah, that wasn't the right way. And I'm back here again. Okay. Hold on. Hold. Let me heal myself before I go further. Okay, let's groove in. But yeah, about that compendium, I don't know if I'm going to go for 100% completion on it. I definitely know I will for 5. I'll try to make a note of it for Persona. If I magically can, I just don't know. I want to at least beat the game, and then maybe I might do a bonus episode where I just, off camera try to get the others. I'll think about it. If you guys want me to show it, obviously you can leave me a comment on there as well, but, I don't know. It kind of depends on my mood. Go away, will ya? I am still on Kailash, right? Not Masakados? Yeah, I'm on Kailash. Okay. There's those 3 doors there. That takes me the same way, and there's this place down here that I never explored. And I'm curious about it. So I'm gonna do it. Alright, it's dark in here again. I guarantee it's probably gonna loop me back. Nope, nothing there. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Thank gosh, this game isn't like throwing stuff at me. Why'd I use a float ball when I had Liftoma? Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. What's up, Mott? What's goody?
Thou would not have one Soma, perchance.
A Soma? Oh, heck no.
Such misfortune hath befallen me. I must bid thee adieu. Goodbye.
Ah, you suck. Ow. Ow. Alright, my turn. No, the misfortunes have befallen me with all you guys pop up out of nowhere.
Go, Rhino! Ha!
Ah, God, just die already. Alright, gimme. It gives you a plus ton and everything, so... I guess I'll boost, I don't know, should I boost my luck or agility? Actually, it does a boost luck, huh? I'll boost agility. Medium almighty damage to all foes. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking here. That other one gives me Mega Dolon, right? Here's my mentality, so I get you guys to know what I'm going for with this. I don't really use fire anymore. I do like magma axes, do not get me wrong, but at this point, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, you were so good to me, goodbye. Tetracard? The heck do I use that for? I got a million people that can use Tetracard now. This one probably loops. I think a lot of these things just take me up. Alright, well, before I go get overzealous here, let me just go back to Masacados. Actually, do I have any incense? I only got one of each. Yep. I think all those doorways just loop me back to that save point, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe I should just explore this one just to get over with. I think the way, except for these 3 doors, I think the way out is up. But you know, at this point, you know what? Bring it on. I really want to at least know what Kailash, or Kailash, or whatever the heck you say it. I want to know what its skills are. And the reason why I'm so addicted to Kailash, I know somebody's gonna be like, why is he so focused on it? You got Masacados now. Here's why. I spent 450 freaking thousand. It better give me something good. It deserves to give me a good skill. It really does. Need energy. Ooh, free turn. Bye. Okay, which way do I go? I need to go down and then immediately to the right. Is it warp room? It was, but it was a warp room, but it looked like it kept going. Huh. Well, that's weird. Alright, time to check out these 3 doors. Okay, so let's see here. We have a left, we have a middle, we have a right. Let's see. I need an anime title. Let me just go through my drawer real quick. Grab a random anime here. How not to summon a demon lord. How many things is that? How not to summon a demon lord. Alright, choosing the right one. Oh, I wonder if it mattered. Oh, it did matter. I see. Well then, just for the sake of it, let me explore the left door. If I'm right, it's gonna warp me back to the beginning there. Yeah. I forgot it. I don't know why I thought some of them were, physical absorbers. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it. I did not want to do that. I'm so used to using Jiraiya Dance now. Though I'm curious what Dante's version of. For those that don't know, I'm playing the other version where instead of Dante, who was originally a part of this game, you get Raido Kusunoha. I figured it was more fitting, you know, as a Megaten fan. Wait, really? So only the middle path was bad? Okay, game. But yeah, I chose him. I was like, okay, I guess it'll be like dope to have Raido Kusunoha. because the Kuzunoha clan is very weak, very recognized as Megaten fans across the Megaten games. Like, there's very few games that don't at least have a reference to a Kuzunoha at some point, especially the like classic Shin Megami games, like the Devil Summoner or Devil Survivor games. Well, Devil Summoner games more specifically. And the reason I bring it up is because at the beginning it offered the choice of, oh, do you want to do this version or the alternate version where instead of, or the original version was with Dante from Devil May Cry, for those that don't know, where the other version was with Raito. And I was like, I'm totally going to do Raito. And I'm grateful for it. One, Raito's awesome. Two, Billy Comments is awesome. Bless your soul, you are a great voice actor. I won't be morbid about it now. Three, this is a warp area, so I'm just going to get back to the beginning. Yep. And four, I figured, you know what? I know originally it was with Devil May Cry, but I want to change it up, so I'll do Dante. I mean, I'm sorry. Originally it was Devil May Cry with Dante. I'm going to change it up and do Raito. I haven't regretted my decision, but it has left me curious on how Dante would perform. Because I'm pretty sure if I got Raito in this one, that Dante must be able to be joined with me. And I can imagine he would have, like, his, like, recognizable weapons. Like, he'll have Ebony and Ivory, or his, Actually, at that point, depending on when this game is it Rebellion or Revolution? I know the later games is Revolution. I'm going to assume Rebellion, like in Devil May Cry 1 and 2. I don't know which Dante would be, though. Yeah, somebody can tell me. Ooh, low on health. I need to fix it for some healing. And that's all she wrote. All right, let's get grooving. Oh, as soon as I heal myself. There we go. All right, take me up. All right, how's this gonna suck? Whoa! Oh, those platforms actually scared the crap out of me. Invisible platforms, huh? Wait. Ugh. Yep. I knew it. I knew there was some dumb gimmick. Okay. Fine. It's fine. Whoa! God, this game! Hang on. Using the... Oops. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I got 2 jump scares back to back, and it wasn't even scary. Okay, that was useless. Alright, well, that way led to nothing, so I guess we'll go up this pathway. Yeah, those weren't even scary. I somehow scared myself. I think Mata absorbs physical. I have a Mata, so I'll check after this. But I'm pretty sure I can't punch a Mata. I think I'm right using Almighty. I'm pretty sure it's weak to ice too, because, you know, it's a big gold drunkard thing of fire that loves its intoxication. Alright, let me check. Where's my Mata? Yeah, drains physical. Oh, it's weak to curse. Oh, it's not even weak to ice. Oh, alright. Well, glad I didn't rock with it. Let's see. Let's go right to the right this time. See where that leads me. This way? Yeah. Keep an eye on my thing this time too. I'm not trying to get freaked out and be surprised by things. Alright, up I go again. Okay. I'm gonna hope there's some platforms there. Some platforms in 2 directions. Whoa, what? Whoops! Oh, I pressed triangle by accident. My bad. I kind of forgot I was in a fight, so I pressed triangle bringing up the map, not paying attention. It's all good. Nothing good Deadly Fury can't fix. choose this path. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay. Okay, I want to cheese it. Oh, this doesn't even lead anywhere. That was a useless pathway. That didn't lead me to anything. All it does is bring me in a loop. This way was useless. That provided me no benefit at all. Which means I gotta choose one of these pathways. Is there even a way to get back? Oh, yeah, there is. If I go down. I'll leave this game to throw one last maze at me. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Speaking of Persona, I'm pretty sure, because of the date of this video, we are definitely in the middle of January at this point. I'm pretty sure it should, well, definitely by the time this video comes out, you guys on YouTube, actually both Twitch and YouTube, I'm pretty sure by the time this video airs and comes out, I think the collection of 3 and 4 should be out at some point. So if you love Persona, I definitely recommend playing 3 and 4. Some people may say like, oh, they're dated, but no, they hold up, dude. They are... Okay, I'm a biased fan. Like, I'm gonna defend Persona until my last dying breath, but no, like, if you have the opportunity to get these games, I don't think they're even expensive. I think each one's like 20 bucks probably. But please, do me a favor. If any part of you actually are my fans and like anime RPGs and stuff like this, I urge you, with every fiber of my being, to play Persona. Believe me, if I had the money, I would buy like every person a copy. I'm not even being like facetious about it. I would straight up buy everybody a copy of Persona 3 and 4. Darn it! Okay, so that place was useless. Alright. Is there any other way up? The only other way up is this left one here. Like, it's such a good game. When I eventually get them, because I do have desires to play it. It'll probably not happen after this, though. I did say I was going to be 5 after this. I don't know, I'll have to work on it. Lame. What's worse is I can't, like, physically beat any of you guys, because you guys have that nonsense physical absorption thing. I should have cured Gabriel's thing. You know what, at this point, what's Gabriel gonna do? I shouldn't say that. Gabriel can easily throw away my money. Oh, you're still standing. Ah, you prick. Can't do much on this one, so... It can make you weak. Basically balance out. So that way this hurts. Should have life drained, but it's probably fine. I am running low on energy though. I should start being a bit more careful and not less, a little less gung-ho on using my skills. Okay, let's go straight this time. Take me somewhere good. Oh, wrong button. I do need more energy. I do legitimately do. Alright, going this way, this. The light was snuffed out in the darkness. Oh, okay, my thing ran out. Hey everybody, what's up? Alright, one down. Oh no, 2 down. No, 1 down. I forgot. Thought I got both of you.
Goto.
I need energy. Punch. Why is this one less clear? I'll go this way, I guess. Ugh, I hate these ones. These ones are annoying. Should have went for Mega Dome first. I know I should have. But I was too curious about Kailash.
Go, Rhino.
At least get rid of the teeth, dude. Alright, literally the teeth dude was the last person alive. Alright. I'll get him next run. Oh, I guess I won't now. Oh, yes, can. I just use Mega Dough. Makes me wonder how big him and Abaddon are if they had to give them a model in this game. Oh, it's... Yeah. Yeah, I realized the error of my ways. The minute I saw that there was nothing over there, I was like, crap. Where am I? Oh, that sucks. I gotta... Oh wait, I can go up from this way. Time to take a better look at my surroundings here. Wait, there's nothing either way? Oh, I got baited! Ugh, darn it. Alright, let's go up. I'll fall down this way. These same guys again, huh? It's annoying because my better skills are physical and I can't punch them. Oh well. It's not like they can do much to me, so... Can't underestimate. I just can't. Who leveled up? Rydo? Cool. Rydo wants to talk? Rydo won't. He's too cool to talk to me, but Goto will instead. Rydo gave you a reassuring nod. As long as you're with us, there's nothing to fear. Oh, thanks for the jewel. Oh, okay, there was nothing this way. Alright, there's definitely something to fall down here, right? Yep. Where did it hit me? Okay, so that whole pathway was bad. So you might as well just warp me back to the beginning. Let me save too, so that way I don't have to mess up and deal with that nonsense map. In case something happens and my game, like, I don't know, bugs out on me or something. I wonder what those diamonds are. Whenever I save the game, those little, like, diamond patterns, I wonder if that means anything. There are like 6 of them, I think. I wonder if they had some sort of importance. I mean, they probably had to, right? Hold on. I don't think I used Lift Oma. There we go. Okay. You mind? I'm trying to get some stuff done here. Go away. What is... I know a true Mega 10 fan will definitely be able to help me on this one. The Element Almighty. Like, I get it, it's just like, you know, energy itself. At least to what my understanding is it's supposed to be purest energy. But, is the Megadolon like the equivalent of like a nuke? It's gotta be, right? I'm basically just having a small little girl with wings shooting nukes every left and right. Okay. So that time I went straight and that looped me. So this time I'll go down here. Ugh, got baited. Where am I? You again, huh? Uh-oh. These cats got Megadolon. Gotta be careful. Who's more of a threat? You. It's okay, I know it hurts. Bear with it. I bet you did. Good dodge. You charmed my pixie? How? She's supposed to be charmed by me. Oh, you guys gotta die now. Ow! Snap out of it, pixie. I'm not done yet. Let's see. You two are still weak to fire. I can still make use of this. While I still have it. Although this Megado is kind of like... I don't know, it's alright, but... meh. Take shots! Just please don't warp me, dude. Please. Please. Oh. Oh. Wait, please be good. Okay. Well, where do I go now? I have to warp back out of here, huh? I guess there's really nothing. The only other thing I haven't done was, go up this specific middle one. I think that's the only one I haven't done. No, I'm not gonna OCD save. How do I get to it? I need to go to the right and then straight up. Hey everybody. Time for you guys to go. Useless. Unless it has the words Meggy within your words, I don't think I have to fear any of you guys. Now be gone. Up I go. Oh, wait, hold on. Thought just popped in my mind. How do I go to these paths? Like, where does this lead to? How do I go there? It would have to be the low path, but I thought I explored the low path. I don't know, I don't like that map, like this part of the map being exposed. Nah, screw it. I think I went everywhere, though.
The top floor is up ahead. If you want to see Kakatsuchi, you need to offer the 3 stones to it. The stones are proof of reason, so each leader should be carrying them.
Of course it is. I gotta fight Chiaki. Where's... oh. Okay, hold on. So where is Chiaki is the question. Oh, I can't use... Well, I can use this. I was gonna use Deadly Fury, but then I forgot Motto's dancing around right there. You. Oh, stop complaining. You had it coming. That's right, you better run, coward. I know where you live! No, I don't want Pixie to change. I like Pixie as is. So if this is the top floor... Oh, that might be the top floor. Oh, wait, that might be... No, it wouldn't be the end, right? I'd have to fight Chiaki first. Is Chiaki gonna be the final boss in this game? You know what? I can see it. She definitely wormed her way to the powerful. Okay, so if that's the area to Chiaki, who's final area, then let me go back here. Gotta figure out this map. I'm gonna go down this I know this path leads to a circle, but I'm gonna try this path one more time, and if it doesn't lead to it, then we'll just save and move on. But I can't ignore that. I'd be darned if I did. Okay, what's the best way? Down. Plus, it's good as used to save again, just in case. Let's go right. Fine, I'll use one more. Plus, I can't really afford to keep doing this because I don't have any more light balls. It wasn't you guys of all the enemies. What happened was just Cerberus's. Why Mata? It's mainly just Mata. I hate Mata. I hate fighting Mata. Just like Gimrikala. I don't like things I can't punch or stab or cut. Especially when my build, I think, is based specifically for that. I don't have a cool move like Raito's Jiraiya Dance or Tekisatsu, apparently, so... I'm not done yet. I'm gonna heal my own energy. I'm gonna leave this to you. Where's my elixir? I know you're weak to electricity. Ooh, you're paralyzed, huh? Sucks to be you. Yep, still super sucks. Good luck. Wait, does this just take me back down to, like, a loop? Yeah, it just takes me back here. Unless this way loops me somewhere. It doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing. Because if I go... Oh, wait. If I go up there, this way doesn't lead me to anything. And that just loops me back down to that. Yeah, there's nothing. Alright, well, let's move on then. I'm certain if I mess something up, somebody will definitely tell me. Oh, right. I'm done with Mata, man. Okay. I need a Tekisatsu. Like, I like this move. I want this move. But I don't have a sword, apparently, so I can't do it. Why my guys suck? Coward. I should switch my Magatama, just in case I mess something up. Because I'm almost next to Kailash's next one, even though it's freaking Tetrakarn. Alright, let me save. I guess we'll make our way there. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Ooh, I guess I should probably finish my sentence, huh? Because that doesn't make any sense what I just said. This is going back to the Chiaki thing. It could kind of make sense, Chiaki being like the last fight. I don't know, it just feels a little surprising. Unless there's like another phase or something. Maybe no. Although, I am remembering that both the old man and the hot lady in black were like, hey, when you go, now that you're at the bottom, go take care of it. I think they said to come back, right? Is there more after I take care of Chiaki? Probably is. I shouldn't assume this game, because I thought I would fight Masakato. I might be wrong, so I shouldn't be assuming. I should just play the game and find out what happens next. Give me more luck. Don't need this nonsense Tetrakarn. Several demons already got it, so I don't care about... Hey, wait, Frey Kugel? Oh, I know Frey Kugel. I mean, I don't know how it is in this game, but I know what that move is. Unfortunately, I've been freaking cursed. You've got to be kidding me. You seriously do this now? You curse me now? Because that means I'm going to have to go all the way back down. I hate this. A game that punishes you for leveling up. Because now that means I gotta waste my time to go all the way back down to the hot lady, the fountain lady, just to cure my curse, just to get back up here, because Lord knows I'm gonna go through this remaining area cursed. Sorry folks, it's gotta be done. I'll just use this terminal to warp back. And the game's like, are you sure you want to go back here? It's like, hey, I didn't want to, but I guess I got punished for leveling up, so... Funny how life works, ain't it? Hey, you're back! Yeah, I know. Hello, cursed one. Actually, wait, I'm cursed, huh? Can I make a different,
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
Nope. Same old things.
All right.
Thought upon my mind is I'm cursed, right? I can, use this for a separate save. Although this is giving me some really weird deja vu here. I feel like I've done this exact same thing a couple episodes ago, where I got cursed, probably by Kailash. I made a separate save. You already know what I'm here for. Don't laugh. What a dumb mechanic. Now I gotta go back up. Alright, let's get back to where I was. Luckily it shouldn't take too long. But it's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna run into every enemy on the way there. I already know it. Just do it, game. Just do it. But at least take me to dinner before you... Okay, never mind. I can't say that. I do have an audience, I think, that I should tend to. So I shouldn't make those kind of jokes just yet. Maybe want to incorporate my friends for my fun/suffering. One at a time. If I skip twice, I can use it again. So let me use a chakra elixir on you. Skip Pixie's turn, and that means I can do Tekisatsu for free. Well, not free, but I can do it again. Because really, Raida was so carrying this game. Although granted, now that I resist, well, now that I have a thing that blocks everything. Speaking of which, I leveled up, so I definitely gotta know what Frey Krugel is. I know what Frey Krugel is, at least thinking about it in newer games. But I don't know what Frey Krugel is in this game. I'm hoping it's good. The Frey Krugel I know in the newer game I threw a spoiler tag on this, so I'm not too worried about it. But the Freykugel I know of is supposed to be like an almighty move. I hope it's almighty here. I'm going the wrong way. Block. Okay, I didn't block that though. I wonder if I block drains too. Well, no, I guess drain will be considered almighty, huh? Oh, just go away.
Go-to.
Poke. Still bummed about. I'm bummed about Masakato. I kind of wished I could save him, I could like fight him and/or recruit him. Just not in the cards, I guess. Guess I'll just be relayed to SMT4. All right, Chiaki, let's do this. Going to the top. Whoa. This actually looks so cool. Okay, 3 pillars. Oh, that's probably where I need the 3 stones for. Oh, is this really how tall this is? Is this how many floors there are? Or there's a save thing over there. How do I... Oh. One final area to save. This is probably like it, right? Oh, it's a short one? Oh, okay, it's fine. D for demon. $666 floors. I'm not surprised. But is this it? Like, am I about to fight? Am I about to beat the game? No, there's no way, right? There's no way it'll be that easy. Because Chiaki, I still haven't run into Chiaki yet. Let me see. How am I doing on stuff? I don't trust it. She's probably gonna be casually waiting up here and be like, "Hello, Naoki. Thank you for bringing me the other stones." It's like, I didn't bring them here for you. No, hold on, I gotta just... This is so cool, actually. Hold on, I actually want to take a picture of this. Freaking Twitch won't let that be my, I can't make this my thumbnail for Twitch, but I could darn sure try to do something like this, or even not something closer for, YouTube. Yeah, alright, you know what? I'm getting hyped. Let's do this. Oh, okay, there's an altar. Which stone will you offer? I only have 2 stones. Wait. How's this gonna work? You offered the earth stone. What happened? Oh, something moved. Oh, okay, I get it. But I don't have the other stone. So where the heck's Chiaki? You offered the nether stone. Okay, well, I don't have the other stone. Where the heck is Chiaki? Am I missing something? Didn't they say Chiaki was above somewhere? Hmm. I don't, I guess I gotta come back when I get the other stones, but weird. I guess I missed her somewhere. But how can that be? Kakasuchi's up ahead. Did I seriously just miss her somehow? I must have missed her. Okay, so I gotta come back here. So then, where the heck is Chiaki? Let me check the map here. So where haven't I gone? 475. Wait, 475. No, that's the top floor, right? Yeah. Where haven't I gone? I guess I can go for those like warp areas. But weird, where is Chiaki? I have no clue where she is. It's gotta be this pathway, right? I guess I didn't fully explore like much of this area, but I thought for sure I did. I go back to that like I forgot about this. I don't need light. I know where I'm going. I got enough light to see. It's definitely not comfortable light, but it's light. Oh, seriously? 2 of us? Fine, whatever. Bring it. Useless. Oh, that's... that... That's fantastic. Did it lock you back to your senses? Useless. Ooh, no. Heal us. No, I can use it now. Do it, Rido. Are we done? Okay, we're done. I can't properly see, but I can see enough. Do not adjust your brightness, y'all. Okay, let's see here. Your feet landed gently on the ground. Okay, if I go straight through... Now, if I go left, that'll knock me back down to that area. And if I go right, that knocks me to the upper area. Wait, that's not even good for me at all. Which pathway do I go? If I go... Oh, well, hold on. If I go right, then I'm immediately going to have to go down. It's going to knock me back to this area, that top area there, where I'll get warped. But if I go the loop way... Where does that take me? The loop way would take me to that area. There's really no other one to mess with. Deadly Fury, please. I must have missed something. I mean, it's gotta be this area. Then... yeah, I want this. Done yet, but I'm about to be. Because you guys are weak to electricity. Electricity. Speaking of electricity. You two are doomed, Michiguchi.
Counting on you.
Wow. Okay, let me go down. I can see enough. I don't have any light balls to really be doing this, though, unfortunately. I haven't used this in a good minute. I kind of forgot I had Gaia Rage. Don't need to use my energy. I know you're hurting. I know you're hurting. It's okay. Okay. Just gotta get this just right. Don't really know where I'm going. Well, that will just loop me back down. Darn it! Oh, this wasn't the right way either. It may not even be on this floor. It might have been a floor even lower that I'm just, I don't know, forgetting for some reason. You know what I should do is, what I think I should do is I should just go, like, first I should definitely go back home to, like, well, home instead. Like there's a home in this freaking game. I should go back to the main area. There's nothing up north, I gotta go down. That literally just looped me back here. Oh, but there's a warp room in here, right? That'll take me back. Presto. Nice. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just calm down a little bit. First, take me back to Tower Kagutsuchi 3. Then, before I go further, I'm gonna hope that this junk shop has some light balls. Be better.
Hello there.
Yes.
Oh, that okay with you?
I'm just gonna do this. Might as well get some lucky tickets.
Present. Got it. Hello there.
Some would say tedious. I say
Oh,
wait
that
and
okay
see.
with you? Heyo, a present.
Actually, do people even know? I wanted to save this topic for like
Hello there.
a different. You know what? I do want to save it for a different episode. But
Oh,
I want to bring
that
up.
okay with you?
Well, I was gonna make a bunch of like really funny references and
Heyo,
jokes.
a present.
But the reason why I want to save it for a later episode.
Hello there.
Nah, screw it. We can talk about it.
Oh,
For you guys in the audience,
okay with you?
I'm gonna tell you guys. Your boy was born in Jersey.
heyo.
Born and well, obviously born and raised there for a good minute before moving and everything.
Hello there.
So New Jersey and New York kind of things to me are they hit at home.
That okay with you?
And I don't know if it's been a minute. It's been a long time since I watched them. But
Heyo.
for you guys in the audience, do any of y'all? Oh, ooh, cool. The white box hasn't let me down so far.
Goodness.
Sweet.
Got it.
Do any of y'all in the audience remember Impractical Jokers or have seen the show Impractical Jokers? Because I don't know, it may not be for everybody, but man, that show was something funny. Just to briefly describe, since obviously I'm entertaining you guys while I distract myself from the sadness and despair of finding myself lost here. I guess I'm just gonna backtrack these areas. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. The Practical Jokers were about these 4 dudes that have been like lifelong friends since like what, like high school or something, or college or whatever. I think they've been friends since high school. Kill to have friends like that. They are Okay, let's think here. Where haven't I gone? I've gone everywhere here, I think. Can't really... I'm checking the map, too. For those wondering, while I'm about to tell a story about Impractical Jokers. The reason I bring this up is because I'm just checking the map and everything. I'm just making sure that I've done everything there was to offer in this place. Because I'm pretty sure I have. And I'm just trying to make sure that there's nothing I'm forgetting. Because Lord knows I'm, spacing something. There has to be something I'm missing, because... if I go... what about this down path here? What if this down path is where I'm supposed to go? And if so, I'm definitely missing out on something. It goes from 418 to 431, huh? Yeah, I'm definitely missing something. Anyway, yeah, so these 4 lifelong friends from, high school, they decided to, and they had their own, lives beforehand. They're, a comedy group, improv group that are part of the Tenderloins. And one of them, Zal Volcano, did his own, separate stand-up. But the general gist is, they would do these, challenges, right? So they'd just be regular Joes like you and me, average people. And they would be like, okay, repeat after me, or do something like this. They'll be like, oh, we want you to say... something embarrassing or something really dumb or ridiculous or wacky or insulting or just something random, you know? Something that normal people, normal people wouldn't say because, they're sane. People are, I assume, to be sane. And what's funny about it is that not just how determined they are to not lose, because they have this whole thing where they have to do the challenges no matter what, otherwise they take an L. But what's funny about it is not just how far they go, but the people's reactions. That's something I can't imagine seeing, in any other place in the world than, the East Coast, especially in New York and Jersey. Because there's something about the mindset of people out there that they just hit different. And it's so much fun to see, people being like, are these guys for real? And there are times where it's no, it's gotta be an act. But then they show, people's, actual reactions and stuff, and it's no, they're legitimately doing this. Though you will notice they do cut content, and I bet you it's because they're cutting content that's be a bit too much. There's probably a bunch of people that would get offended or sad or anything. I'd imagine, but I don't know. It's not for everybody. But man, the show is so funny, especially later on in the series. A lot of people that are fans probably became more fans and just remember the classics. But I like their more. I refer to it as the modern seasons. So more when I don't even know a good description point of seasons. You can definitely tell they grow older because they start in their I think early to mid 30s and go to their 40s, I think. For further elaborate, there's 4 of them. So there's Sal Volcano, who, how would I describe him? I mean, he's super funny, but he's kind of like a germaphobe. But I love that he's like a germaphobe because he doesn't like touching stuff, you know. I gotta figure out how to go here. I guess I'll go back this path. I just feel like there's gotta be something. Just has to be. Otherwise I'm just going crazy. But it's the only place. It's gotta be here. Sorry, I'm going off off topic. I think it's this area. This area has to lead to something. The Sal Volcano, who's the funny germaphobe one. Is the way to do it? Yeah. But luckily, I have light balls now, so screw you, game. Also, I'm hurting. Jesus, when did I get hurt that way? You would think my Masakato thing would block that, but I guess not, huh? What was I gonna say? There's Joe Gatto, who, in every sense of the word I could describe, is a New Yorker. A true New Yorker. And I'm not saying that they're not. But Joe Gatto epitomizes a strong Italian New Yorker. Someone that I know, granted, he's well older than me, but I still feel like we'd be, good friends. Because he just feels like a fun guy to be around. He's so extra, and a lot of people consider him the favorite. He's actually my second favorite. I know, a popular, unpopular, whoa, shocker. I think Sal's my mom's favorite. Then there's James Murray. He's the one that everyone makes fun of because he looks like a ferret. He's the one that was bald, and then there was a season where he had a very weird wig on. He, in my mind, I think he goes through the most punishments. I'll go more on that in a minute. And then there's Brian Quinn, who's actually my personal favorite. I can't explain why, though. Like, Q... I don't know. There's just something about the guy I like. I can't unlike him. He's funny, he's charming. Maybe it was because he was a firefighter, and I always have respect for firefighters. I don't know. But, yeah, those are the four of them. And they just, like, go around making, like, challenges and stuff. Like, nothing too crazy. Okay, let's think here. Which way haven't I gone? I went right, so did I go this path? Did I go this pathway? I don't know if I went this pathway. I can't go this pathway. I can only go this left path. Yeah, what a lame area. Oh, wait. I didn't go down here. Yeah. I thought about it. Because I went down, and that led me to there, but I didn't go up. I think I cheesed myself and didn't explore properly. But I've stuffed out. Alright, big deal. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? I can't physically attack you. That sucks, but I can think you gone. And yeah, so the premise is every episode they'll do like a bunch of challenges where they'll either be like, oh, let's do like name game, where they'll have a bunch of names, like really wacky, ridiculous names that don't make any sense, but to me is like one of the funniest things. It's one of my favorite of their challenges. Like they'll have like Jarnathan Toothass or Bet Diddler, like Betty Diddler, Bette Diddler, or Secret Agent Randy Beans. Like I've been watching some of their compilations lately. It's just the funniest thing to me. I just can't explain it. I could watch their stuff, especially that around the season, so many times and not get bored of it. They'll have that challenge. Then they'll have like useless. Then they'll have what's another challenge they'll do? I'm trying to think of some of the other ones they'll do. They'll do like a like they'll do in a shopping store or a grocery store or something, and they'll be like, oh, okay, can you like whisper something ridiculous and get somebody to like say a secret back to them? Or another challenge where they'll do a my second favorite. I mean, the name game is favorite, but I think it's tied for me is they'll do these presentation challenges where they'll make up these really ridiculous presentations. Like they'll talk about like, oh, let's talk about fire safety. And you would expect the presentation to show like, oh gosh, Jesus. Where the heck am I? Alright, whatever. They'll think like a presentation like, oh, about whoa, what was that? Those rocks? Oh, those are rocks and not people. They'll do about thing about fire safety, and then it's like, okay, here's the things to look out for when there's a fire. Look out for smoke when there's fire. Then beware of sensor alarms, and then they'll be like, if it smells like fresh butthole, like it's just so dumb. I can't explain it, and it gets a smile on my face every time. Or they'll do like, oh, what are these types of carries to like get people out? They'll do like the fireman's carry, and they'll do the Mariah carry, and they'll have a moment where Sal. It's a challenge where Sal and Murr, they go by nicknames. So Sal, Murr, Joe, and Q. There's a moment where they're doing this, and they're like, all right, demonstrate the Mariah carry. So Sal will pick up Murr, and then he'll sing, because Sal's a good singer and a good dancer. So he'll be like, I think there's a fire. I could definitely. I think there's a fire. Like something like really like wild like that. And it's just the funniest thing to me. And the reason they do this is obviously just for fun and just for giggles. But the thing is, you can obviously like opt not to do it or bail out, but you take a thumbs down or an L, and whoever has the most. What was that? I swear something just flew past it. It was just rocks? Probably just rocks. There'll be a thing where. Oh, okay. I was about to say cool. Well, what's this way lead to? It'll be a thing where whoever takes the most like losses. Oh, this doesn't do anything. What's the point of this pathway? Lame. Anyway, whoever has the most losses will be suffering a punishment, and You can't refuse a punishment. And I know somebody's like, they can refuse a punishment. No, they do not refuse punishments. And all of them definitely have their share of punishments. Like, some of the earlier seasons wasn't that bad. It'll be like, okay, you gotta pick up dog poop, or you have to open a bathroom and tell people, hey, I'm out of toilet paper. Not completely exposing yourself, but basically embarrassing yourself. Like, they'll have stuff like that, which is all fine and dandy. But later seasons, they ramped up the punishments. There's one where... So Sal's a germaphobe, right? So there's a moment where they throw away his car keys, or no, they throw away his phone, and they put it on a garage barge, which is basically like a ship of trash that they like. Oh, man, I don't even know how to better describe it other than it's like a trash boat, like a boat used for like to take away large amounts of trash, like at a dump and stuff. I can't use freaking Zeo because these two youngers are fronting on me. Go away, will ya? Okay, now I can use Zeo. And what's messed up is like, oh, okay, now he's got to go through the whole trash thing to find his phone. And they definitely show that he's been, like, searching for it. They cut every bit of now because obviously they probably don't want everybody just watching for, like, God knows how many hours looking for it. But they definitely show this man, like, scrounging desperately for his phone. Ooh, I'm hurt. There's... What's one of my favorite punishments that they've done? I can think of quite a few. Oh, what? Oh, okay. That was weird. One of my favorite ones is a, what is the point of this pathway? This doesn't lead to anything other than, God, I hate this. Why do I have to be so high up? I hate being up here. There's no treasure chest or anything. This is stupid. What's the point of being there? One of my favorite punishments is a Joe punishment, where, he has to be the Great Nozini, which is like this magician dude who has to entertain like an audience. I think in Vegas. Wait, no, not in Vegas. It's in... Where do they do it? It feels like a Vegas-based area, but it's not Vegas. Or it might be. I don't remember where it is, but it's like a very big, like, definitely like locale where it's like a Vegas-esque place where they would definitely do like shows and stuff. And he's basically playing as a magician. But the whole trick is, so he clearly isn't a magician. This isn't spoilers, and if it is spoilers, please watch the show. Do not worry. I'm not taking away the experience of this. Oh man, that was so fun to do. And he's like, okay, so I just gotta entertain some people, right? And then Mur, Q, and Sal are like, yeah, that's all you gotta do. So at first he's like, I, the Great Joe, will perform this magic escaping trick. And then he sees what it is, because they don't tell him what it is until after the punishment started. So they... Ooh, man, good crit. They show him what the punishment is, like, right as he gets to that point. Where it turns out his punishment is that he has to be in a straitjacket. Is there, like, a thing over here? No? Okay, I don't even want to be close to the edge. Oh, that makes me shake. Oh, a save barrel. Well, what's in here? Hold that thought real quick.
Do you know?
No.
There's an incredible treasure hidden in this tower that can manipulate life itself. After climbing steep paths, falling, scraping your knees, cursing, and getting to the brink of despair, you may end up just... Wait.
After climbing steep paths, falling, scraping your knees, cursing, and getting to the brink of despair, you may just end up fighting it. What do I say yes?
Yeah, you did make it up this far. I guess you know already.
So there's an incredible treasure that manipulates life itself somewhere? Huh, I wonder what that is. I'll keep it in mind. Why did I go to the right? The save barrel was like straight ahead. Anyway, back to my thing. So he gets tied into the straitjacket, and he's like, okay, now I shall now make my escape. And then all three of his friends are like, oh no, we're not done. And then they tie him up with rope and chains. So now he's completely tied up in rope and chains. And he even says it too. And he's like, okay, whatever, fine, I'll just do this. And then they're like, no, there's more. And then at that point, he's like, what? And then they reveal, because he's standing behind like curtains and stuff. And they move the curtains. And they reveal that there's this large container of water. It's to the point where it's not covering his face, but it's definitely covering the majority of his body. Don't worry, he doesn't have anything electrical on him. They have like things around the sides so it doesn't have to get wet and stuff. Like they have like a GoPro and stuff nearby to like record him and hear him and all these other things. I'm gonna provoke. And he's like, what the F is this? Like, what is this? And then he figures out that, especially once they bring a hook to him, that they lift him up, which he basically looks like a piñata at this point, which is funny. Which is another punishment I'll talk about, but I'll talk about that in a later episode. Or maybe a different series. We'll talk more of it to Impractical Jokers, because I really want to talk about that more. Now I'm just getting hyped thinking about it now. This pathway looks weird. Oh, what? Okay. I was gonna say that platform looked weird, but you know, nuts to me, I guess. Please don't throw away my stuff. I need you to work with me here, Mazio. Darn it! Hey, don't run away. Okay, fine. Okay, I need you to pray. Thanks for throwing away $10,000. That's so annoying. Ow. Well, time to summon Pixie back, because you decided to just bolt, I guess. Yeah, so he's in the container, and he's, like, looking around, and everyone, there's an audience, obviously, who's, like, watching him. And the boys are quiet, and then Joe figures out, okay, now my challenge is to just find some way to, like, squirm out of this. And he's like, I will now escape, and he's, like, gritting and bearing as he, like, shaking all about. He's trying his hardest to get out of it. And, if this is spoilers for somebody, then by all means, you can feel free to mute me, but I'm going somewhere with this. Useless. Shame I can't do anything proper than a Megado, though. And after a good minute, y'all, he is like, I can't do this. Alright. And then he's like looking around, and he's like, okay, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't do this. And now he's just standing there in water. Well, I guess floating there in water. Just completely quiet and just looking at the audience who's just looking at him. And it's just such an uncomfortable feeling that it's weird. I think it's the sadistic side of me is just kicking in, because it's so funny seeing all these audience members just staring at him even after he says it. So there's just like this long awkward pause of time, and it's funny too because as I'm saying this now, that sounds like to the audience, not to Joe, because they have hearing pieces to hear, but to the audience, he's like, yeah, Joe thought the punishment was like being forced in a cold container of water and forced to escape. No, the whole awkward silence was the punishment, and that was the funniest thing to me. Rydell twirled his cape and handed something to you in a cool fashion that we can't animate.
We don't need it anyway, so you might as well have it.
You received the float ball. That's useful, I guess. There's something in here, isn't it? Oh. What the heck am I looking at here? I guess it's a new pathway. I should probably go to that save room that I just walked past, huh? I should probably do that. Well, first, I'm gonna heal myself. Oh, well, actually, I'm doing alright with healing. I need energy more. I'm gonna save, so I don't have to go through this nonsense again. And it gives me an excuse to talk about another punishment, too. Another one of my favorite punishments. Oh, I ran out of save rooms! There's only 20 files? Oh, no! Alright, whatever. What's another punishment I can think of? Let's see. I talked about a Sal punishment. I talked about a Joe punishment. I'll give one fair. I'll talk about a Mur and a Mur and a Q punishment. Just be fair about it. Obviously my personal faves. There's a bunch that they do, and I think in my mind, I think it's in order of punishments. I think Mur gets punished the most, then Sal, then I think it's Q, and then Joe. Like, I don't know, Joe's usually, like, the chill dude, which is probably why, and again, I know Q's my fave, and Sal's my second fave, but that's not like saying, like, oh, I dislike them. Like, I like all of them. I don't know, it's just something fun about having a Q in my life. But then again, Joe's the type of person that I know we be boys, you know what I mean? He's the type of go-getter that you can definitely be friends with and not have to worry about too much. But, let's see, what's a Q and a Mur punishment I can think of? And just them, because they do have double punishments and group punishments. I think there is a... Let's do a Q punishment. There's a Q punishment. I don't remember which season it is, because I think there's like 9 or 10 seasons before it starts getting a little funny. I'll go more on that later. But one of my favorite Q punishments that they did was, and it's definitely going to be uncomfortable for some people, so fair warning on this. Don't worry, it's obviously, it works out. It's a catch to this. There's a Q punishment where, so Q was a firefighter, and he grew up, like, he had a lot of fireman friends back when he worked with the department that he's still friends with, I believe. Like, he still chats with them. But he left the fire department after a while. Q, you can see him now, and you know that he's not the type to do musicals. Oh, what? Oh, no, there's this now? Are you serious, Gabe? You throw this at me? Okay. Finally got somewhere, too. Oh, sorry, that really caught me off guard. Alright, well, which one of these doorways do I go through? This looks important, so... I don't like that pathway. Oh, I can't go back. Alright. Nope, and I have that going on now. Okay, hang on, just liptoma. Oh, right, and I forgot about the moon phase. Okay, no worries. So it gets to a Q punishment, where his punishment is that he has, at first, he thinks he just has to do, like, this musical number at some, like, family musical or whatever. And they have, like, the audience and, like, their parents and kids watching, and as he's getting ready, then the other three, they rip out the microphone so he doesn't hear it, and it's like, so what Q doesn't know is we're replacing the whole audience and we're doing a musical in front of his fireman friends. And these are, like, you know, I mean, they have good fun, they got sense of humor, obviously, but these are, like, they're firemen, guys. Why did I do that? I even knew that they did Tetrakarn, and I still stupidly did Deadly Fury. Although it was cool to see the animation of me just, like, posing. So I'm just gonna do it again. So as he's getting ready, they, like, replace his audience with his fireman friends, who are, like, you know, not musical lovers at all. They're just, like, hardened, like, serious types. So as soon as, like, Q comes out, one of his friends is like, "Hey, Quinn! Yeah!" And then he's just, like, in shock. Because he left the fire department, and yeah, there's the joke about how he left the fire department to be a comedian. So I know some people will be like, really? That's a step up for you? But honestly, it was. Like, I think it was good on him, because he's very entertaining. But yeah, that was the whole thing. And the whole time is, like, he's forced to, like... He doesn't want to sing, obviously. But that doesn't stop his friends from, like, making cue cards, yes, pun intended, for him to, like, sing to. And it's just this whole uncomfortable thing for him, because he doesn't want to sing. Like, it's painfully... obvious. Ooh. Baby obviously doesn't want to sing. I don't know, like, some of these walls look like there's, like, pathways, doesn't it? Alright. So it's this whole thing where he's just completely uncomfortable, and he doesn't sing. And they have, like, professional singers who, like, basically mock him. And the whole audience is, like, laughing. And obviously it's a good fun. Because I know his serious hardened fireman friends, like, they seem like all anti-musical, but, you know, they're in on it. They're cool with it. It's just a bit. But it definitely wasn't known for Q, so the whole time he was just, like, shaking and, like, just shocked because he hasn't seen these guys in a long time beforehand. Like, it was a very emotional thing for him. Not in a bad way. It was just basically mocking him for losing a firefighter. Apparently him being, like, they made a joke about him being a sellout and stuff, but he wasn't. Again, it was all in good humor. Also one of my favorite Q punishments, too. I guess I'll go up this way. Where am I flipping going? That just takes me back... What was that for? That just took me back here. Oh, it looped, so if I messed up, I could just... Oh, okay, that's good to know. Alright, well now I know. Well, at least I know what not to do, even though I'm probably gonna forget and do exactly the same thing again. Okay, so I went left. That didn't help. Left led me to that nonsense. So I'm gonna go right this time. That takes me over there. What are the odds that one of these will warp me? Probably high. Oh, okay, I was prepared for a fall. That freaked me out. Anyway, darn it. Freaking Gamerkala, okay. I'm just gonna Spiral Viper Mont. So then there's one with Myrrh. What's a favorite one of Myrrh? Man, because Myrrh gets a lot of punishments. Some that are very uncomfortable, some that are... Oh, I know one that's my favorite. So, one of my favorite Myrrh punishments is, there is... I'm trying to remember what season it is, but I can't remember for the life of me. But there's a point where his friends are like, okay, we're gonna inject you with Novocaine. You have to do, like, a presentation about food from around the world. And for those that don't know what Novocaine is, to simplify, it's the stuff that dentists put inside your jaws and your chompers, your teeth, so that way you don't, like, feel, your mouth goes numb. It's like the weird bitter stuff that obviously you're not supposed to, like, taste, but it makes your mouth feel numb, so you can't really, like, feel or taste much. Obviously, it's a legal amount. Obviously, they don't, like, go crazy or anything. But it is definitely to the point where he's like, sorry, kids words. So he's playing different foods from around the world. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, does he really, like, talk like that? No, guys. He's really talking like that. I want to go over there. Please don't let me fall. 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 I fell. Alright, well, I'm this way now. Oh, also, I just realized I'm close to leveling up with this Monogatama. I should switch, because I want this Frey Kugel. Please don't curse me when I level up, game. I don't deserve it. So he gets injected with the stuff, and you're like, okay, so how bad is it? And then he's throwing different sentences. So they'll make him, and of course he still has to say things as he's tasting, so obviously he can't taste much. So as a result, he doesn't know properly that he's got stuff in his mouth. So if he drinks like iced tea, the tea will like fall out of his mouth, or he's trying to eat spaghetti and it'll slip out. And they'll make him say things that have like heavy S's, like, oh, how's this, say this is shrimp scampi, and he'll be like, shrimp scampi. Or he's like, you know who makes a stupendous shrimp scampi? Susan Sarandon. And then he'll be like, ugh, Susan Sarandon makes a shrimp scampi. Hello, D0. We finally finishing the game, huh? Probably not this episode. I'm getting darn close, though. I'm in the last area. I can probably see myself... Oh, for those wondering, the lovely Death Zero 216, or D0 as I shorten it, has just jumped into chat. And I'm just going to answer real quick before I go back to my Impractical Jokers thing. Yeah, to give context, I did the Bondo Shrine, I think. A little lackluster, but I got a very broken Monogatama that's okay, but I don't know. It's alright. It's not what I expected. I'm currently mastering this Kailash because I spent freaking 450,000 on this nonsense. Take the compliment. He said lovely with a question mark and a suspicious face. I like to be nice to people. Sue me. Here, let me do agility. Almighty damage to a foe. Ooh. Oh, well, goodbye, Megado. Or Magma Axis. You know what? I'm gonna do Megado, because Megado sucks. Granted, I won't be able to do party stuff, but it's fine. Oh, it's funny, because the last one's Megadola. Spiral Viper sucks too? What do you mean? I get to think people... Death Zero said Spiral Viper sucks too. What do you mean? I get to think people gone. I get to literally brain blast people. Kailash has begun to act violently within you. Frey Krugel is that, but better. Well, I guess I'll find out in a second. Although I'm scared to press X. Please don't curse me. I'm begging you. Please don't curse me. Okay. It didn't. It didn't this time, at least. I got lucky. It did last time, and I was about to cry. The 10% heal. And did the Arnold Schwarzenegger shocked face. Oh! Where the heck is this? Okay, this game. It has to throw me these weird loops. Death Zero says it's that heal or curse, and apparently he says it's 10% chance, so what you're basically saying is I got stupidly lucky. Even though literally earlier this video it cursed me, so... luck is, you know, subjective. But yeah, to finish you up, my man. Yeah, I did the Bondo Shrine. I got Masakata. I was surprised there was a hidden Magatama. I really wasn't expecting it. Oh, cool, you're stunned. Alright, let's try this Frey Kugel. Oh wow, it really is a better Brain Blast. Holy moly. Yo, that was nuts! He's like, oh, what happened now? I'm warping. Where am I now? Why am I here? This game needs to make up its mind. Do you want me to succeed or not? Did you grab Pierce? Death Zero said, do I grab Pierce? Yeah, I forgot what the skill name is called, but yeah, the thing that makes all my physical attacks pierce through except if it's repel or absorb. Yeah, definitely. Why did I do that? Oh, well, because your Lunker resists electricity. Although I'm still a little, like, I don't know, compared to Raido, I don't know. But I will give it to you. Having the Masakato Magatama that blocks everything. The skill is called Pierce? Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have it. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood. What can I do? I can just like Dream. Just say a yes, is what he says. Nah, I like to be funny about it. Think. Brain Blast! But, yes, I do, to show you, I do literally have Pierce. Do I really want Megadola? Honestly, I'm just gonna go to freaking this Masakato's one. I'd rather know Megadola own. Or like Godzilla Breath. I'm thinking it's a Thought Beam. I mean, I do open my mouth, but I'm not really, like, spewing anything. Should I go this way? Or should I go this way? But yeah, I'm going this way. But yeah, the way this looks like it, I'm thinking, because I know where the final area is, which is literally the 666th floor for some freaking reason. He says, yeah, the design for it for SOT 5 is better. It's funny too, because I do plan on playing this afterwards, or playing SOT 5 after this. Oh, okay, well that just loops me back there. Well then, where's the other pathway lead to? But yeah, I definitely urge, if you guys are interested in Impractical Jokers, it's definitely got like a very weird sense of humor. Definitely for those that just like uncomfortableness or something. I will definitely talk about it more in another episode. So be wary for that. Deadly Fury, please. I think the one thing I have though, for you D0 if you're listening, the one thing I have, I gotta ask. Do I fight Masakato? Because I just talked to him, and I prepared, I saved, I beefed myself up. I was like, alright, let's do this. Secret boss fight. And then he was like, no, I will give you a treasure. Oh, he literally hit me with a D0 says no. Okay. Alright, then I'm not missing out on anything. Yeah, I was like super pumped up. I was like, alright, cool, I get to fight Masakato. I'm about to get my SOT4 on. And, well, I got disappointed. I mean, it's not the worst. I got a free treasure. But, alright. So I'm not missing out on anything. Cool beans. Can we please, enemies, can we just calm down for 5 seconds? Is that guaranteed crit? No, that's not guaranteed crit. I'm just getting lucky, because jeez Louise. Alright, cool. Then I'm not missing out on anything, me doing this. I think I still have Magma Access. Why did I say it like that? I think I still have Magma Access. Yes, I do. I had to get rid of Fire Boost, though, but still fun to use, because I just like doing the Iron Man thing. Nothing? Okay, I have to go back that way. Alright. But yeah, I could definitely talk about more punishments for Impractical Jokers. I will definitely dish out a lot more. Seriously? Double seriously. Pixie, I swear to God, if you throw my money. Wait! Let's see. D0 says, unless you are New Game Plus, have the extra press turn, finish the compendium, and mastered all Magatamas before him. Wait, how do you figure? Oh wait, do I actually like get to fight Masakado? Or is that, or are you talking about something else completely? And mod me in chat. Let's see, can I do that? Boop. Done. You're welcome. Haven't heard a thank you yet, though. I want words, thank you, not a face with a smile. Wait, why did I do that? I have Mazio. Why am I using Megadolone? I didn't expect. You didn't expect it? Oh, well, come on, I'm a nice guy. Why not? What do I gain to not, modding you? Granted, there's probably nobody, like, around. But yeah, I'll definitely do it. If you plan on doing it, actually, it's funny that you're showing up now of all times, too. Because, unfortunately, he's getting to be closer to the thing here. I can see my alarm. I'm actually over my alarm, fun fact. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to that area. I'm gonna save. Because I do have to break this up for YouTube. That's right, YouTube. I've catered to both of you guys. I like to be fair to everybody. And to a slightly less degree Discord, only because I just got Discord. So here's what I'm gonna do. Your feet landed gently on the ground. Let's see if I can get to this freaking platform this time. I'm not gonna end it with me going through this nonsense again, but I am gonna save, so I don't have to do this nonsense again. But yeah, I don't know if it'll be next episode or not, but I will definitely talk more about Impractical Jokers. Expect that to happen a good minute too. Like, I think it'd be nice to get people on it. Granted, unfortunately, I don't know if the show's still going on. It definitely, like, changed because, unfortunately, Joe left. He was with him for a long time, but Joe left the run, Joe left the series for a good minute. It is what it is. You know, life happens, all that jazz. Don't make me fall, don't make me fall, don't make me fall. Okay, I'm going right this time, I guess. Pixie, come on, man. You're supposed to be charmed by me. You're not just supposed to fall for them, you're supposed to fall in love with me. Look at me. I'm the goat. I'm the one that has Gaia Rage. I shake the earth by arching my back backwards and yelling. Ow. Because there's a number of the punishments in Impractical Jokers I definitely want to talk about. I'm definitely going to obviously be more biased and talk about my personal favorite ones, which conveniently have a lot to do with Cell and Joe. Like, those punishments are my favorite ones. Murs are alright, but... Please don't let me fall, please don't let me fall, please don't let me fall. Hey, fool. What's up?
If it isn't the
I can do it better.
If it isn't the Demi-Fiend, I'm surprised you have the nerve to even see us. Lady Chiaki is up ahead. Yosuga shall take that stone you have in your hands, as well as your life.
Well, joke's on you. I don't have the stone anymore. I put it up there. So she's up ahead, huh? Like this specific pathway? Alright, then let me just see something here. Yeah, that feels like a Chiaki room. Well, what better way to leave everyone in expectation for the next episode? That's right, y'all. On the next episode, I guess we're gonna take down Chiaki. Oh my gosh, and you know what just occurred to me? I'm gonna take down Chiaki, and what's even more shocking about it, such a strong power from your door. Hold on now, D0, I got more to say. Don't you leave yet. I mean, you can, I'm not gonna stop you, but on the next episode, we're gonna fight Chiaki, who I believe is, what is the name? Baal Avatar or Baal? I don't know how to properly say it. I know it's B-A-A-L. I'm trying to think of how Magnolia says it from Bravely Second. I think it's Baal Avatar, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're gonna fight Chiaki. Honestly, she's had it coming. She used to be cool and cute, now she's annoying. And then that'll be it. Like, once we do that, we'll go back up and then... Oh man, we're gonna probably be done with this game. What do you think, like 2 episodes, 3 episodes left? I mean, granted, yeah, I got things we're gonna play, like I'm definitely gonna do SCT 5, I have a desire to do Persona, I'm gonna definitely do a lot, so it's not like it's gonna be the end of the Vitamin line, but I don't know, I'm feeling weird. Like, 42 episodes I've been doing Nocturne. It's definitely my most popular series so far. It's weird kind of like having to say goodbye to it. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, we'll see you guys in the next episode. But yeah, we got Masakato. Well, we got Masakatos. That's how it's named, apparently. Which is a very good Magatama. I don't know about its other skills, though. I don't really know if I'm going to go for Megadol. I might go for Megadolone. But I don't know what it'll replace. It probably will replace Spiral Viper. Only because now I have a better Thought Beam. We'll see. But yeah, that's all the Magatama, so go ahead, take a little look. Go ahead, take a picture. Be impressed by Vitamin's capabilities and suffering. But yeah, we did that. We made our way up here, and now we're going to take down Chiaki. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode. On behalf of D0 and your ridiculous emotes that you definitely like overwhelm me with, I'm very grateful to you, my friend, because you've been a trooper for me, and I hope to see you in these next episodes, especially because we're getting down to it. I really hope to have you, as well as everybody else, for my last run for this. I mean, I'm expecting I'll see you for future adventures, but I hope you'll stick with me for the Nocturne run. You and everyone that's watching. I'm very grateful to you guys, and I hope that you guys are just as entertained. If you're not entertained by this and you just cared about the Impractical Jokers thing, by all means, leave me a comment on that as well. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys, truly. Like, I'm not even, like, doing the whole, like, oh, he's doing his usual being nice, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not nearly, like, I said it from before, I'm a dude from Jersey. Like, I tell it like it is. I have nothing to gain from just putting on airs or any of that nonsense. I'll fully tell somebody, if a girl comes out of nowhere and says, like, does that dress make me look fat? Actually, no, let me not say that, because I do want to, like, be nice. I'm just kidding. Anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next episode, where once again we'll take down Chiaki. On behalf of D0, that's Death0216, give him a shout out. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and this is Vitamin DGR, signing off. Frey Krugel, huh? Frey Kugel. Frey Krugel. Frey Krogel. Someone's gotta tell me how to say that at some point.